Today we're going to be doing some canned Scottish haggis review. All I got to do is pop me top of this, and I'll be enjoying some of this, but with some whiskey. But screw this, let's just do the whiskey.
Exactly.
It is intensely sweet. Oh my God. Folks, welcome back. I am Jonathan J.O. Owen, one of the bourbon know-it-alls.
I'm Kitty Kennedy. I'm the other half of the Bourbon Know-It-Alls, a.k.a. BaKyAhs, which is a tongue-in-cheek education and review duo.
And you too can become a bourbon know-it-all. You know how you become a bourbon know-it-all? Kitty, do you want to tell them?
The more you drink, the more you know.
That's right. Just be careful, because the more you drink, the more you do know.
Sure.
And the more you know, the more you want to drink. And because eventually you just become a guy who knows everything and won't shut up. And so, yes, everything in moderation. But today, because I'm in Kentucky, Kitty, you are way, way down south.
I'm in Florida.
And we're no longer sharing the same city. We are doing reviews this way. Just, you know, friendships across states now. I am doing 3 of the Benchmark limited release collections from the McAfee brothers. I have the Top Floor, the Bonded, and the Full Proof. Now, a little bit of history talking about the Benchmark. Originally, it was known as Benchmark 8. It was aged 8 years. But they got rid of the aged and years, and they just call it Benchmark 8. Or the old number 8 brand. Kitty, you have the original one there. Do you want to give a quick rundown of it? It is about $15. It is considered a well product. And Kitty, would you give us a quick review?
A quick review on it? My
review on this is Benchmark 8.
Smells like socks.
Socks. So if these don't smell like socks, I'm good.
I know yours are going to be of much higher and finer quality. This is a bottle that is strictly a mixer for me.
Yeah.
And I got it only because I wanted to have something with Benchmark on it when you did your review.
I do appreciate that, Kitty. I really do. So the problem is unfortunately I find things that Kitty can't find, and Kitty finds things I can't find. And so we don't get to review them together like we used to. It's one person reviewing. Eventually, we are going to see about finding some way to do a crossover where maybe I'll send her something and she can taste it, or vice versa. But until then, let's get the reviewing. These guys over here. And these were not well prices. I paid, I want to say, about $35 a bottle, but I've seen them up to $70. Which is scary to me. I'm going to start with the Top Floor, which, Kitty, what is the difference between getting something from the bottom floor of the rick house to the middle of the rick house to the top floor of the rick house?
Apparently $20.
I thought I was a smart aleck know-it-all. Okay.
We just got done talking not too long ago about I don't have a problem sometimes if the product's good, bend over and grab that doggone product from the bottom shelf. But if I got to go up 2-3 shelves, I'm going up $10, $20, $30, $50.
Okay.
That's what's happening.
The top floor of the rick house, since Kitty won't answer it, is the rick house.
I know the answer.
Then answer it, you know it all.
Well, allegedly, as you move up the rick house where there's a lot more heat, there's a lot more stuff going on in that barrel. Maybe it's even boiling. It's leaching.
Yeah, evaporation.
It's grabbing all that good stuff we love. All right, that's my interpretation.
Faster. More expansion during those hot days. More contraction through the cold nights. So it's breathing more. It's sucking those flavors in and out more.
Right.
It's top floor, baby. This is where the not Basil Hayden, but the Booker's comes from, more of the top floors of the rick house.
Right.
Yeah, let's see if you can actually see that. This is coming in at 86 proof. I'm sorry. There it is.
Yeah. It says
I thought
top
I had a
floor.
nice camera. It is not a cork. It is a screw top. So I'm going to do it for you. Pop. There we go. Here we go. Boop. Nice crunchy. Got a pleasant nose.
Right.
I wasn't expecting that. That's a good sound.
A glug, glug, glug.
I love that sound.
Me
If
too.
I could set that as a ringtone, I would. You know. All right, so here we go. Top floor, baby. That is a very sweet nose.
Excellent.
Doesn't smell like socks. Very, very sweet. Sweet mash smell. It's got an underlying of fruit, almost orange, mandarin. And a little bit of bittersweet, like a cranberry. I'm going to say that's possibly the char being sucked in and out with that barrel. I'm sorry, of the liquid passing through the char into the barrel. All right, let's move on.
That's a face. Is it like my socks?
No. Oh my God. Now don't mistake that for something bad. Oh. It is intensely sweet. Oh my God. Oh God. I'm sorry, this is not boding well. It's just the finish.
What kind of sweet? What kind of sweet?
Oh my God, the finish was just rough. I don't want to say anything yet. Please stick with this review on this one, folks. I'm not going to say anything yet until I get a second sip on it because my palate will be adjusted. Wow. My mind is just running with things here. Okay, here we go. Intensely sweet, artificial tasting, very impure tasting.
Huh.
There comes out, it's a very strange bitter sweetness, and it tastes like I've opened a pack of Sweet and Low and dumped it on my mouth. Oh, that is, and it's just drying out. It's becoming more of like a saccharin now.
Oh,
There's hints of some kind of fruit. It's sweet as can be. It is not good. Oh my God. I really wish you could try this because I'm afraid I'm being very biased here. I would love to get someone else's opinion. If you like it, you like it. I don't. Will I ever buy this again? Hell no. Absolutely
Suddenly
not.
I'm liking my socks.
Oh my God. That I don't want to, but I'm going to put a little water in there. This is one I'm going to bury in. I mean, it tastes like the sweetener they use in, I mean, like they got rid of a carbonation and I'm drinking Diet Coke syrup.
Ew.
It is just, oh my God, this is rough.
J.O., could it go in a cocktail?
I would want to play with some cocktails, and I'm looking at something to where I would probably do 50-50, like 50 if a Manhattan, 50% sweet vermouth, tons of bitter, you know, to hide the fact that the whiskey is not good. I'd go Prohibition style at this point. Okay, let's try with a little water. There's your dirty socks.
Yeah.
It smells like an old sock drawer. Like they're clean, but they've just been sitting in that drawer for months. They've been worn and they're clean, but you still get the residue of the feet and the shoes. That killed the sweetness a bit on the start. Now it just tastes very thin and very impure. There's that sweetness. Oh, and it's getting worse. Oh God, no.
I feel bad for you.
That taste, oh my God. Oh, phooey, man.
You know, sometimes some of the things that we taste and review, they're just not as good as other things. I mean, and you got to be honest. You know, I mean, it's like we're not beholden to any brand or any company
Uh-uh.
that doesn't allow us to say what we really think. I'm really curious now about the other two bottles. If they made any
I'm
progress.
scared, Kitty.
I'd be very afraid.
After that, I'm terrified, but I'm going on
Be
to
afraid.
the bonded.
Be very afraid. All right, which is that one?
This is the bonded.
Okay. A little more standards, maybe.
I gotta get in the right mindset here.
All right.
So I'm gonna edit this out right now, but I'm gonna take a breather, folks. Okay, we're back. Here we go.
All right.
Nice cracking sound. Doesn't have that strange sweetness smell that the other one did. In fact, from the bottle, I'm getting a very, very mild caramel, but we'll see. So I'm going to use my squatty here so I don't get it mixed up. Okay, very thin. Jeez, no legs at all, Kitty. There's residue on the top. Oh, wait, there they are. Very, very thin legs. Okay, I'm going to put this lid back on here.
Don't want all that fragrance to, evaporate.
Okay, this has hints of traditional Buffalo Trace.
All right.
Hints of that. Buffalo Trace to me is very fruit forward. Mm-hmm. So I kind of get that, but yet it has a thin nose. So I am getting that.
What was the proof on this one, J.O.?
This one is bonded. So 100.
Okay.
Right. So we're going to see what a little bit higher proof does and not the top of the rick house. Okay. They do have another one, which is like a single barrel and so forth. But these were the only 3 that they had at the time. And I just bought those. Okay. At this point, if I see the single barrel, I don't think I'm going to buy it. It's just, especially if any of these are mirroring what I've gotten here. As you can see, I'm stalling. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
You can do it. You can do it, J.O. You can do it.
Okay, that's not half bad on the start.
All right.
Large amount of char. Thick, dry char finish. Little bit of that artificial sweetener. Just a hint.
Okay.
Not enough to kill the deal. There it is. Now it's really building up. It tastes very artificial sweetener.
Wow.
And it's becoming that strangely like there's tonic in it. That bitterness is almost tonic-like.
What do you think is in there? What's creating that in the mash bill?
I do not know. Kind of a diet caramel finish. My mom used to get like these sugar-free candies because she was diabetic. And I remember she gave me like one of those diet caramels and it was just,
right.
And that's what this is, the start's nice. And so I'm going to dive in again. That was my first sip.
Right.
And I'm going to try getting another one here. Okay, again, very artificial on the front. Kind of got a sweet. Then it's got a cola. Now comes in the bourbon. Dry and oaky. Then it's coming in with the sweetness. The sweetness is building, becoming a sweet and low. Now the cola is making its appearance with a bit of char. So it's kind of like I've poured bourbon into a Diet Coke. Now it is just evolving into that sweet caramel with a tonic, diet sweet caramel and tonic. And it's still lingering, but it is just ever so lightly. Will I buy again? No. Would I put ice in it? I'll find out in just a minute. But as of right now, if this is something that I'm going to be poured in my glass and it's at a friend's and they say, oh, I really like this, I'll behave myself, if somebody likes something, I'm not going to sit here and tear it apart, I will tell the benefits of it I've never had a bourbon that has an artificial caramel flavor. Such a diet thing. It tastes like there's already a cola in there. What a unique experience.
Mhm.
I just personally, I don't like this flavor that I'm getting. You may. If you do,
Right.
kudos to you. Drink what you like.
Well,
Okay,
and
with the
we
glass.
always say whiskey is in the palate of the beholder. I mean, it's like we all
Okay.
have a different palate, but I none of those words are anything I have ever heard you say before about anything we've reviewed. I've never heard those words, those adjectives ever.
Yeah. I've
Ever.
never said anything like that it tastes
No.
like an artificial sweetener, that it tastes like a diet
No.
candy, that I've said it tastes like there's some cola in there, but never a
Hmm.
diet cola. And I
Sounds
mean,
flat.
friggin' tonic already in there, a bourbon tonic? That's just weird. With a splash of water, it is incredibly sweet again. I've got that sweet mandarin. All right, great. Now I'm going to smell like it all day. I spilled it on my shirt. That sweet mandarin. It smells like I've walked into a, I don't want to say dive bar, but it smells like
That
I've
smells
walked
good.
into a
Dive bar smells good.
not a higher end bar, not a dive bar, but the step up above the dive bar to where the bathrooms are clean.
Oh.
It smells, you go in there and you get that smell of like, oh yes, there's that alcohol smell, there's a smell of the bourbon, there's a smell of the cognac. It smells like that. It smells to me refreshing.
Oh, like a toilet bowl cleaner. Well,
This is going to be a fun one. Okay, here we
a
go.
urinal disc.
A urinal cake. I prefer to eat a urinal cake than drink this. You can
Not that
see
I've
that
ever been
as
in
in
a
like
bathroom.
quotes. Urinal, rather eat a urinal cake than this. Jonathan J.O. Owen. Oh God, here we go. I think I would prefer to eat a urinal cake. No.
Done.
It goes closer to, with the water added, it goes closer to, oh God.
Oh no. Cleanse your palate. Cleanse
It
your
was
palate.
just there, and it was like, okay, this isn't that bad. It's just very sweet. And then it was just like,
No.
bam, artificial sweet and low packet dumped on the tongue. Oh God, that's horrid.
You know what, JL? Our problem is that we try hard to find something positive in everything that we try or review. And just
Yeah,
sometimes it's just not going to be there. I
it's
mean,
not. This is the first time I've
no.
ever really torn into anything like this. Other than, you remember back in the day when you and I first teamed up with Roaming Man.
Oh,
Oh God, that was awful. This is worse than any of that Roaming Man. At least that was a high proof and you could hide
yeah.
behind that. Now
And
I'm
they've made
scared to try it.
progress
I've
since
got the
then.
barrel proof, full proof coming up. That's the last one.
Yeah. Well, and in Romy Man's defense, they got better. I mean, it
Yeah,
got
that's the
better.
thing, is like, when you're young, you can only get older. You will only become more seasoned. But when you are this,
Right.
an established brand that has been
Exactly.
on the market for decades,
Yeah.
there is no gosh darn excuse for you to be that miserable unless
Right.
you are trying to milk a friggin' buck. And that is wrong. This is like you ask your mom and dad for the newest, the newest electronic that has come out from Sony,
Mhm.
and so what do? You ask Granny, and Granny goes out and buys that new electronic, and you get home and you open it up and find out that it is called Sony, and it has a made in China copyright free thing on there. And that is what this stuff has been when I've drunk it. It's just, okay. All that said, that was better. The bonded was better.
Yeah.
Maybe the
Sounds
full
like
proof will be nice.
let's do it. And I love what you just did there. it matters to mix it up if it's been sitting on your shelf. You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it definitely splits apart. So don't forget to shake your bottle before you pour.
I'm scared. I noticed I poured myself a little bit less than the others. I'm scared.
You can do it.
I didn't even bother to smell from the bottle. I feel like, you know, this could easily ruin my day for bourbon drinking. I got to have something nice after this.
That never happens.
Okay. This is a pleasant nose.
All right.
It is half strength. I'm sorry, at 125 proof.
Now we're talking. That's my
But yeah,
wheelhouse
look
there.
At 125 proof, Kitty, look at what I'm doing.
Oh.
But I'm not choking on the ethanol.
Yep.
I was able to hold that in and say a sentence. I'm not choking on the ethanol without dying or choking. You know, I've had 125 proof that is curled my eyebrows and made my eyes water.
Right.
It is still sweet. Instead of mandarin orange, now it is green apple.
Oh, I like it.
So I like a green apple. Where the Bonded also had that Buffalo Trace citrus fruit forward. This does not. This is just straight up green apple. There is a hint of caramel and black pepper underneath. It's opening up a bit. It is now fading from green apple to more of a red apple. And there is the benchmark impurities showing up. Or just that benchmark. I don't want to say impurities because they could be filtering this, running it through. I don't know what they're doing. They could be doing additives, but that impurity smell of just something ain't right.
Jo, did you say all of them come in at the 39? Was that, or they were all priced differently?
These were about the same price. They were $39 when I bought $39. And they were more expensive than I certainly wanted to spend. So back to this. Okay, now it has opened up a lot. It really smells artificial now. Thick Teflon plastic taste. Hints of orange. The green apple is fully gone. Black pepper is under there. And I've described something like this before, but this smells like a fungus, like a mushroom.
Oh, okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. You know, that earthy smell and quality.
Right.
But yet with a fungus, when you're splitting a fresh mushroom, at least that smells fresh. This doesn't smell fresh. There's that mushroomy fungus smell. I'm not doing this any favors by talking about it, so I'm just going to take my sip and be done with this review.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I'm so glad it's you and not me.
It was intensely, overly powerful sweet. Settled a nice bourbon. Okay, caramel, nice bourbon. Devolving very, very quickly in the fake artificial flavors. Overly saturated fake sweet. Artificial caramel. Plastic. There's the barrel. There's the bourbon. Settling down. Fake sweet showing up again.
Wow.
That was my first impression, and I like to have a second sip.
Well, and I'm curious about when you put water in it, if it turns out to be like the other bottles.
Kitty, you were my favorite person.
I'm sorry. You are invested.
No,
now.
it's something I need to do.
I want you to leave no doubt on this series here.
It does coat the palate nicely.
All right.
Okay. I didn't hold that one on my palate. Did open up nice bourbon, but still, oh my God. It just... Okay, I'm going to do a full JO on this one. There is a bit of heat on there, but...
Okay.
sweet. Vanilla extract. Sweet, sweet meringue. Becoming intensely sweet. Very, very artificial sweet. Vanilla extract straight from the bottle. Unclean, unclean, unclean. Licking a copper battery. Oak that has been soaked in vanilla extract.
Oh, that's new.
Not a nice experience. My eyeballs are watering from that. Use this to start your campfires, folks. There is no, for what?
I mean, what's happening? I mean, like 120 is a drink like 120 proof?
There is a hint of it on the finish. I feel that in my chest. That you know, when you drink the Jim Beam, your chest feels warm. When you drink Booker's, your chest feels warm. I did not get that burning alcohol flavor. I did not get. You saw how quick I could take that.
Right.
Did not drink like 125 proof. My breath feels like I've rinsed with Listerine. It's but yet it feels like I have eaten like some kind of non-enjoyable custard pie. It has just coated my mouth. It does not feel like a natural coating. It like buying a custard pie from McDonald's or Burger King. It ain't right.
Wow.
Here we go. Little water. Chocolate covered cherries. A lot of cherry now with that in there. That's new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, becoming mandarin. Now I'm having a hard time putting my nose in there to get the smell because now it just smells very hot.
Okay.
It has a pleasant smell. Each one of these have had a pleasant smell.
I hate that when that happens because it's like a trick.
Here we go. Fake artificial diet orange juice. Oh. Cottonwood. Hot. Raw. Cookie dough.
Ooh, I like cookie dough.
Baking soda. Lots and lots of baking soda. No.
Well, J.O., there's a few questions I'd like to ask you. All right. Well, one, would you ever buy it again? Any of them?
What do you think?
I don't know. I've never
as a joke for my worst enemy.
Yeah. Two, would you be able to use any of them in making a great cocktail? Not trying hard to make a good cocktail, just make a good cocktail.
If I would really need to play with the ingredients, but I know it is possible because a good mixologist can take the worst products and make something good out of it. And for me, I feel like some kind of, you know, after I drank that diluted and I took that hit of water, it feels like I put raspberry jam in my mouth. I'm getting those raspberry seeds, that bitter seed flavor. So my mind is immediately going, maybe some kind of flamboise, a raspberry flamboise, something to counter it. If not, I would go the full bitter route to counter the sweetness.
And here's the trouble there, is that at that price point, I mean, I do have bottles that are specifically of a certain price that are of good quality, meaning I would drink them neat. I don't need to use them in a cocktail. So you and I both always talk about the base ingredients for any. All right, because
I feel like I need counseling after that.
I don't need things to be introduced just for the sake of making some more money. Quality product is quality product. Oh, you going back? Clean your palate?
Yeah, I got to clean my palate now. I got to drink some good whiskey.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Ah.
That's cleaning the palate.
Awesome.
Oh, God, I don't ever want to do that again.
Well, now I don't need to waste $39.99, $39.99, $39.99. So
guys, I apologize if this review offends you. I do not mean the review to offend. But if you're thinking of buying these, in my opinion, in my experience, buy something else. Right. Oh my God.
Hey, and the ability to give an honest review is important because it's not necessarily like that anymore. People sometimes are saying what people want to hear. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't like it.
I'm the know-it-all Johnathon.
And there's probably some people.
And I know I don't like that.
There's, you know, I mean, and there's some people who like that, and that's their palate. Great.
But if you like it, kudos to you. Please, that means you can buy my share. Enjoy it, please. Enjoy your whiskey. But if you don't like it, if you're on the fence on it, I'm telling you, stay away from it. I don't like it. Tell Buffalo Trace, this is gross. Do not waste your money. Ugh. I mean, if you have a worst enemy that you want to make enemies even hate you even more, send them a bottle of this as peace offering. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to sign off here. I'm Johnathon J. Owen. Like, subscribe, share.
Yes.
Make a funny comment down below.
J.O. And thank you for all those new adjectives.
Those are adjectives I hope I never describe another whiskey
or
with.
Me. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone.
Guys, you're awesome. Thanks for enjoying my suffering with me. Cheers with the good whiskey.